Hello, my brothers and sisters in Christ. My name is Rich Stoss. I'm the Executive Director of the Gospel Rescue Mission. We're taking a short break from our normal E3 series, our E-Cube series, where we educate ourselves on the issues of poverty. We explore the possibilities, and then we experiment with those possibilities and see what we can pull off. We're going to take a short break from that whole series just for the next 4 weeks as we explore the journey of what it takes to become successful and to move from poverty to middle class to wealth. You can make those choices, but it's a journey. It won't happen overnight. You might win the lottery, but if your mind doesn't change, you're still stuck where you used to be. You know, I know someone who is actually pretty well off. They were probably upper middle class, maybe even in the wealth class in reality as far as their finances go, but in their heart and their mind, they're still in poverty. They still think like someone in poverty. They still act like someone in poverty. They don't understand the nuances of what could really make them feel secure and safe and stable in their life. They live an unstable life because of that. So we're talking about a journey. And the journey we're going to take a look at is this week we're going to look at one piece of this, 2 Kings chapter 2, and I'm just going to read a short portion of this. It says, "When the Lord was about to take Elijah up to heaven in a whirlwind, Elijah and Elisha were on their way from Gilgal. Elijah said to Elisha, 'Stay here. The Lord has sent me to Bethel.' But Elisha said, 'As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you.' So they went down to Bethel." So we're going to talk about Gilgal this week. We'll talk through each of these. This is a journey. It starts here in Gilgal. Gilgal means a place of remembrance. You know, a lot of times we get stuck in where we've been and we don't think what I can do to move forward. So there's a place of remembrance. We can get stuck there, but it's a good place to start. You know, remember where you've been and what you've learned and what you've experienced. Don't let that hold you back. Just know about it. So to move forward in life, we have to remember the past. We have to learn from the past. We have to learn to deal with the past. There's hurts, pain, suffering, different things that have taken place. We need to think through what all those things mean and apply those. And we need to learn to cope with the past. Maybe you've been abused. Maybe you were lied to. Maybe you have trust issues because of things from your past. My brothers and sisters, we have got to learn to cope with the past. We have to resolve in this place that we're going to live a new way. We have to resolve to make things right. If you committed crimes in the past, go make them right as best you possibly can. If you've lied or broken trust with someone in the past, go back and fix it. Do what you can to make those things right. We have to resolve in a new way that always remembers God brought you through. Somehow you survived. Now Elisha could have stayed there. He was offered that. He was actually ordered to do it, but he defied that order. And a lot of people I know will do this. They stay stuck. They spend all their time blaming others. You know, think back to Genesis 3. You know, God caught them. You know, you guys blew it. Hey, you know, what's going on, Adam? You ate the fruit. And Adam said, oh, it was Eve's fault. Actually, he's blaming God. You know, the woman you gave me. And Eve said, well, it was the devil. And the devil looks the other side. He's all alone. He doesn't have anybody else to look at. So he knows he's finally responsible. But really, Adam and Eve made the choice. So that's kind of a tough gig there. But they blame each other. And that's common. You know, if anytime you're blaming someone, you are stuck. You are here at Gilgal, and that's the best you can ever be, what you could ever do, because you are busy blaming other people for your failures, holding you back. You know, if you are an adult, you cannot blame anybody else for your failures. You are responsible for those. I love my parents. I'm glad that they blessed me with some good information, good knowledge, good love throughout my life. There were mistakes they made, but even if they made horrendous mistakes, even if they had really blown it, I still, as an adult, I can't blame them. It would all be me. And my success or failure depends on what I do with what I've been given. You know, a lot of other people, they live in this world of what if. What if I go do this? And they sit around and dream about things, but they never do anything about it. And we need to pray, then think about it, pray some more, think about it, pray some more, and then take some action. Eventually, you've got to take some action. So some of the things we're looking for is we're helping people out of poverty, people who are stuck here. If we can at least get them to this first level, you know, if work, rent, pay the bills, these are all standard things that most people do. And we want to get them to this place where they pay for them themselves. As they're here, we want them to remember some skills that maybe they have, Don't tell me the things you can't do. Let's use what you have. Maybe you have some sort of Bible skills you can use, negotiation, some of those things. Here you can do well financially and socially, but you can never really be complete. You can never accomplish those things God has called you to do and to be here in Gilgal. You're going to have to decide, I'm going to make some steps. I want you to desire more, to be filled with passion, a desire to accomplish great things. Great times. We have a community and a world that needs you to rise up and be a powerful man or woman of God, accomplishing great things. And you cannot do that if you are stuck in this place of Gilgal, only remembering the past, not willing to make the choices to move forward. So join us next week as we continue this journey as we go from Gilgal to Bethel. Next week we'll be going to Bethel.